Hello, I've got another core workout planned for us today, guys. So just make sure that you are warmed up before you start, that you're fit and well for exercise. Grab a bottle of water as well. We're going to start sitting, so come down to floor, bring your legs out in front, and then just bring your hands to sit behind your knees. We're going to take that little lean back, so we want to immediately start to scoop the abs in. And then from here, all we're going to do is extend just one leg at a time. So you're kicking out, out. Really trying to lengthen the leg. But keep your belly pulled in all the way through. And then if you can with this one, just take away the hands. Don't forget to breathe. Try not to let your shoulders lift up as you do this. I'm just going to stay for a few more. Really pulling in towards your spine. So let's just do 4 more there. Keeping that lean for 3, 2, 1 more time. And then we're going to bring it down to forearms. So keeping that chest lifted. I do like bringing this one into sort of core workouts quite a bit because it's quite challenging. But we're going to take a little reach out, 1 arm at a time, and then come back from there. So it's reach, reach, return. Again, keeping abs pulled in all the way through. And then as we come back onto the forearms, we try not to sink into the shoulders. So I'm going to keep that long neck as we do these. Legs nice and steady. And then we're going to switch the leading arm. So just coming onto the other side. Reach, reach, back, back. Keep breathing through it. It looks quite easy, this one, but you should definitely be feeling this by now. Just do a few more. Last 3, 2, and then 1 more time. Reach it, bring it back. Now, if you found that fairly comfortable, or maybe not comfortable, but if you found you could do that one, try it both arms this time. Again, really pull your belly in, reach it, and then bring it back. Reach, and bring it back. So a little bit trickier. Reach, and back. Really strong abs now, just for another 4, 3, 2, and then 1 more time, and then we'll come all the way down onto the floor from there. So we're going to lift both legs from here, knees over the hips. It's a little reverse curl, but we're going to add a twist to this. So you do want to see if you can get some height first. Really tilt the hips, drive your feet towards the ceiling, squeeze your knees, your ankles together. And then try and resist as you roll out. So as you roll out, really pull your belly in, slow down that roll out to really get those abs fired up. And then if you can get some height out of this, guys, add a twist. Lift, twist, return. Lift, twist, just alternating sides. Really pulling abs in. Try not to let the feet drop too low as you do this. So we're trying not to get too much momentum from the legs. We want it all to come from the abs instead. Remember, if you can't twist, you can just stick with a traditional reverse curl. Last couple. All right. And then from there, let's just lengthen the legs out. Stretch the arms over for a moment. Ooh, take a nice big breath. And then we're going to extend both legs towards the ceiling. So just bring your arms to your sides. Lengthen both legs up. Squeeze your ankles, your feet together. And again, arms by side. So our shoulders are away from our ears. Tummy's in. We're going to take the feet down. So just go slow with this one. Now, if you do have any lower back issues, you can always bring the foot towards, 1 foot to floor. So we're going to go down, hold it, and then slowly bring that back up. So as you do this, really think about moving from your hips. Push your lower back down into your mat. Again, just getting rid of any momentum from the legs. Breathing through it, using abs. Squeezing knees and ankles. Just a couple more, take it down. A little pause. And a nice slow lift. 1 more time, then take it down. Low as you can without touching the floor. Little pause. And again, bring that all the way back up and bring the legs in. Give the legs a good old shake out. And then let's have a look at this little push-pull one. So I do bring this into Pilates classes quite a bit, other abs-based classes, but we want to bring the knees to sit right over the hips. We're going to push the lower back flat to the floor, hands on thighs, sort of on the knees and the thighs, and then fingers curling over towards your shins. We're going to push away with the hands, pulling with the knees at the same time. So we create this constant resistance. Belly's in, really pull your abs in tight. And then keep your abs pulled in, keep pushing your lower back down, keep breathing. We're going to breathe in through nose, out through mouth. And as we breathe out, squeeze in, abs tighter. So we're going to try and stay here for at least 5 breaths. Keep that push-pull. For 4. It should feel quite intense if you're doing this right. So really pull those abs in. 3 more breaths there. Squeeze on the exhale for 2. 1 more big breath. And relax. All right, guys, so again, you might want to take a stretch out there for a moment. I do like throwing that in. It's really effective for those lower abdominals. Nice one to do. So let's come up to sitting from here. Take a little rock up. And then we're going to pop onto our fronts from here. So onto hands and knees. All right, bring your shoulders to sit right over your hands. Hold on, I'm boiling all of a sudden. Let's do layer. Okay, so we have the shoulders sitting over the hands. I'm going to take the feet back so we're coming into extended plank. Now we're just going to start with some twisting mountain climbers here. So we're going to go knee to elbow, across the body, alternating legs. Abs in, pushing through palms. Try not to let bums lift or bums dip, hips dip. And then we're going to change this slightly. So we're going to go hand to foot, still going on that diagonal, come back, knee. Hand to foot and knee. Hand to foot. Really let your bottom lift as you reach for that foot. Pulling lower abs in, scooping abs in. Just a few more like this. We'll switch sides. 1 more time. All right, guys, switching that then. So again, we go hand to foot and then knee to elbow. Really staying strong through shoulders. Get the shoulders a little bit warmer. For 4, 3, 1 more time. Whew. And then bring that back. We'll bring the knees down, take the weight out of the wrists for a moment. Give the wrists a little shake out. Take a deep breath. Grab a drink if you need a drink. I'm only going to go around this circuit once today. So as always, if you want to repeat it, you can. Whew, that got me a bit breathy. Let's come back to hands and knees, guys. I'm just going to move my mat over a little bit. Okay. So we're going to do a little step through from here. Taking the feet back a little bit wider with your stance, with your feet, and then just take 1 foot through, lift, hand to ceiling, bring that back. So we step through, lift, and come back. And then really trying to lift the waistline away from the mat. Extending right through to fingers. Just a couple more like this. Shoulders staying over hands if we can. 1 more. And again, we'll bring that down. Take the weight off the wrist. Give the arms a little shake out. Okay, 1 more for you for shoulders. Mostly, but still working core. So we're going to keep abs in. We're going to drop down onto the elbows. And you can do this next one with the knees on the floor, guys. If you are going for knees on floor, just go a little bit further back, just so your bottom's not in the air. Or you can do this with feet off, knees off, sorry. So we're going to plank up. We're going to bring the hand down, up to plank, to extended plank, and then back down from there. Just staying with that same arm leading. And then a good tip for these, I find, is just bringing hands to replace elbows. That way we keep the shoulders right over and we don't end up doing this. Let's just switch arms, so they're arm leading. Breathing through it. Abs strong. Hands replacing elbows. Now one more time. Lovely, stay in there, take a breath. And then again, bring the knees down. Let's take a seat back. So we'll bring hands to floor, forehead to mat. Whew, take some nice deep breaths. Give the wrist that shake. Give the fingers some wiggles. Okay. Wow, okay guys. So I'm going to bring you down to floor again from there. Coming all the way back down onto your back. We're going to start to bridge from here. So bridges, we do want the heels sitting under the knees. We are going to keep abs pulled in as well. Hands by your side, shoulders away from ears, and then we're pressing up to ceiling. So just give the hips a little tilt towards your face first. That just helps to keep the back supported, so we don't go up with this big arch in the back and put loads of pressure on the spine. So we're holding, we're squeezing bottoms, hands by sides, weight between the shoulder blades. We're going to lift the heels. So just a little lift and a lower. Keep the hips pressing high, lift and lower. Squeeze your bum. Lift and lower. Lift. Just a few more here. So we tend to find that when we come onto the balls of the feet, onto the toes, we feel this in the quads, but we're still squeezing bums. Let's just do 4 more. Try not to let the knees wibble around. One more time. We're going to hold it. Keep it held here, press a little higher if you can. And let's start to dip. So we come down and up, down and up, squeezing at the top. You're watching out for wavy knees. So we keep the knees over the feet. Just a couple more like this. And let's bring the heels back down. Take a nice deep breath. And then slowly just lower that all the way back down. We'll bring the knees in, give the knees a little bit of a cuddle. We're going to do another variation this one. So wiggle out the feet, give the ankles a bit of movement. And then let's bring the feet back to floor. So again, with the heels sitting under the knees, abs in, shoulders away from ears, hips press up to ceiling. We're doing take a little tilt there first. Squeezing bottoms. We're going to lift a leg from here. So we're just going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now, it's one of these where I'm hinging at the hips. So I'm not moving too much around this knee. The knee's in quite a nice fixed position. Movement from hips. Try not to let the hips tilt here. Hips parallel to ceiling. I'm just supporting to keep that in check. Keep that squeeze in your bum. Just for 2 more. 1 more. And then we'll bring that foot to floor. Just if you need to, keep squeezing, switching legs. So again, we lift and lower. Lift and lower. Hinging at the hip. Just trying to keep feet and toes fairly relaxed. And we shouldn't really be feeling weight on the neck in this position. Last couple here. Still squeezing bottoms, 1 more. And then we'll bring that down. Again, press the hips high. Squeeze. Take a deep breath. And lower that back to your mat. Give your knees a little cuddle in towards your chest from there. Give your ankles a little wiggle again as well. Okay, and we're going to bring us back up to sitting just for 1 more thing. All right, guys. Let's tie this side back. So, I'm going to bring you to hands and knees, but you can do this on forearms as well if you prefer, either or. So we'll pull in abs again. We're going to take a knee out to the side and then add a little kick if we can. So it's a lift, kick, return. Lift, kick, return. Now, what we really want to keep an eye on with this one is this supporting leg. So we're trying to keep the hip right up above the knee so that we don't roll over that leg too much. Lift, kick, bring it back. And you should be able to see that I'm pushing through the heel of that flexed foot. Kick it out with a flexed foot. Try and keep that knee lifted high. So if you're coming down a little bit lower. Last couple here. We do have to do the other side. Lift, kick, and come back. All right, guys, just switching that then. So again, we lift, kick out, flexed foot, draw that back in. Lift, kick, and return. Pushing through the heel, abs in. Just a few more. Let's do 2 more like that. One more time. Lift, kick, and bring that back in. All right, guys, that is your lot for today. So as I mentioned, you could whiz through that again if you wanted to. I'm going to leave it there for now. Grab a drink. And if that is you leaving it for today as well, do make sure that you have stretched. Lots of love. See you soon. Bye.